Will you maintain and stay in this job and make a public commitment to say that I will continue as head of the school system?
So I think it's complicated. And I don't mean to not answer questions because I hate when people do that on interviews too.
Because I'm probably going to come back and circle it to get an answer. But go ahead.
But I mean, you know, this is not just sort of a question that I alone can answer. What I will say is this. There's not sort of this one-to-one correlation. If Michelle Rhee stays, then education reform can continue, and if I leave, it can't, right? Education reform can continue in lots of different ways. True. And with lots of different people.
But do you want to stay?
I think that I want the education reform to continue, and I want the public to be able to embrace the reforms. And so I think what the presumptive mayor and I are going to have to discuss is that possible with me staying? If it's not possible, then how do we set the city on, as you know, the right sort of positive way?
So let me ask you this question then. With the likelihood of Vincent Gray winning in November, there's some token opposition on the other side, but for the most part, he's the mayor. What do you need from him for you to stay in this job to continue what you've already started?
It's really, I think the question is, what would any reform-minded superintendent need from the mayor? And it's exactly what I've gotten from Adrian Fenty for the last 3.5 years. You know, unequivocal support for making the tough decisions.
So you have not ruled out staying in the job? Because some people just assume that, oh, she's gone.
I have not ruled it out. But I also don't buy into the sort of hype that the only way that schools can continue to get better is if I stay. I think that's a false choice.